8 minutes to go in the game. What's the huddle like? Jay saying, "Don't touch
April
me.
24th.
Don't touch me in the huddle. Don't lean on me. Don't, what? So if we're in an offensive line and you're next to me and they start calling the play and I know that I have a working combination block with you, like I just might touch elbows with you, letting him know I know that we got to know. Don't do that. They might say, so
a little sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive.
That's what we call communicating without speaking.
Sensitive, but not sensitive. If we have a double team block, don't touch me. Don't you hit the defensive lineman? Don't touch me.
That's great. All right, coming up next, Aki Zaylis will continue to take your calls. There are rumors about the Bears possibly trying to get up for Ashton Genty. We will follow that. The draft starts in an hour and a half from right now.
Please get here. I can't stand it. He's got the racing. I'm on my fourth cup of Joe.
And he's got the binder. He's got a literal binder in his left arm right now.
Fans are here.
Yes.
How we doing, fans?
There we go. No one hypes the crowd. He is the ultimate hype man. He is our rah-rah guy.
Hey.
And it is Waddle.
Joni is ridiculous.
ESPN 1000. Waddle and Sylvie.
Jeff Joniak, you are ridiculous.
Chicago. Carmen and Yurko are hitting the road, heading down to Kentucky, and they want you to come along. It's the Woodford Reserve Distillery Experience Sweepstakes. Tune in noon to 3. This is the final week to qualify. Carmen and Yurko are registering callers, 21 and old, to win a place on this iconic tour. The Woodford Reserve Distillery Experience Sweepstakes. From ESPN Chicago's Carmen and Yurko Show at Woodford Reserve. Complete rules at ESPNChicagoContest.com.
Spring is here. So many great things you do with the kids as things warm up. What a wonderful family you've created. You want things to stay just as they are. It's time to talk about
and the edge rusher hits him in the ankle, and he breaks the tackle. He spins around. Linebacker hits him. He gets off. Then another guy, safety, hits him. He breaks that, turns, breaks 3 tackles, goes into the end zone.
Especially with this procedure.
For like a 8-yard touchdown run. What a highlight, right? If that's an NFL defense he's running that play, he's tackled for a 2-yard gain. What would he do? It's over.
Log on to vasectomychicago.com, read their testimonials, and learn more about their procedure at Vasectomy Clinics of Chicago. 5 locations to serve you. Downtown Chicago at Lake Point Tower, by Navy Pier, and with free valet parking. Also in Naperville, Tinley Park, Arlington Heights, and Barrington. Most insurance accepted. Visit vasectomychicago.com or call toll-free 877-877-4VAS. That's 877-877-4827.
Tell you about Steinhoffels. They're an official partner with the Chicago Bears. And shop Beauty Rest Black Mattresses at Steinhoffels. The only place I shop for furniture. You should too. Beauty Rest Black Mattresses use sleep climate technology that transfers heat away from the body and triple-stranded pocketed coil technology to give you the most advanced support system in a mattress. Right now, the new Beauty Rest Black is only $42 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month financing. Plus, get up to $300 in Steinhoffels cash. You can shop in-store at one of their 6 locations in Chicagoland, including the newest one in Orland Park, or shop online at steinhoffels.com. Shop Steinhoffels today.
Make lunch, dinner, or game day easy with Lou Malnati's Chicago's legendary deep dish. Fresh salads, appetizers, pizza, pasta, and desserts. Lou's has something for everyone. And now, here's the latest dish and the hottest collab. Lou Malnati's has teamed up with Frank's Red Hot to bring you the Buffalo Chicken Pizza. It's a limited time deep dish or thin crust, drizzled with bold, spicy flavor that brings the heat in every bite. Order the Buffalo now at LouMalnati's.com or on the Lou's app. Lou Malnati, Chicago's legendary deep dish.
Did you know electric vehicles benefit more than just those who drive them? Their lower emissions mean cleaner, healthier air for all of us to breathe. That's why ComEd has a helpful toolkit of resources to make it easier for customers to make the switch to electric vehicles. You can learn more about EVs, calculate potential fuel cost savings, even find valuable rebates and incentives for going electric at ComEd.com.
Then when we move to 18 with the trade from the Bengals, tell the Bengals to come and take Jalen Walker. They need defense. Get him on a rookie contract. We move to 18 or 17. Then call Denver and tell Denver, hey, we're going to take Hampton. Do you want him?
Edging towards
And then
crosswalk.
switch with them, and they'll give us like a
What's the
fifth.
move? Floor it and try to beat him, or stop and let him cross. Smooth stop. Yeah, everyone's a pedestrian at some point during the day, so keep your eyes on the road and be ready to stop for pedestrians. So for the challenge, head to InsideAGameIllinois.com to play the Retro Arcade. Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that
Look,
kind
with
of
all the
cash
love in my
back
heart.
just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway.
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Spring is all about new beginnings, so give yourself a fresh start with a fresh haircut at Greatfoot. The skilled stylists at your local Greatfoot salon are ready to create any look you want for less. And with convenient online check-in, you'll save time, too. Greatfoot, it's going to be great.
Hey, it's Brandon, Mr. Finance, the Millionaire Maker, here to share ways to create non-traditional wealth. At BrandonMrFinance.com, we are using good credit, real estate, and insurance platforms to build for right now and to build generational wealth for you and your family. I know life hasn't always been easy, but me and my team at BrandonMrFinance.com have some solutions that can make life easier by setting up financial freedom outlets to win and beat inflation. Are you ready? Go to BrandonMrFinance.com and book an appointment today. BrandonMrFinance.com. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Cap, and let me tell you about the great people over at Automatic Mechanical Services. They've been a trusted name in comfort in Chicagoland for 80 years. You can rely on them for HVAC services for your home or your business. Their highly trained technicians are the best and offer fast, responsive support. Automatic's team is ethical, and it's easy to see why they have been relied upon for so long. That's my team at Automatic Mechanical Services. Visit atomatic.com today. Hey, it's your buddy Tom Waddle here, and if you have not experienced Fatport Tapworks, you are missing out. Let me tell you something. I put the whole family in the car. We drove over to their Lincolnwood site, and we had just a blast. They are the ultimate game day experience. It's Fatport Tapworks. They have 3 locations here in town, Whitney Park, McCormick Place, and as I said, the Lincolnwood site where the family went. Look, it's a great place to go and watch the game, whether you're a baseball fan, you're a hockey fan, you watch playoffs, and certainly during the football season, there will be plenty of football on the television. Fatport Tapworks is your spot. Dozens of beers on tap, made from scratch, menu items that are better than anything you've had at any other place.
Sunday, hey Jeff. No, on Sunday nights after the
The beer
game.
was cold, the flat screens were everywhere. Me and my family, we had a fantastic time. Check them out.
Jeff
at
Jodiak, you are
fatporttapworks.com.
ridiculous.
Follow Chicago's Home for Sports on Instagram at ESPN_Chicago.
Actually, I'm like,
Waddle and Sylvie. Listen now in HD on our app and on ESPN 1000.
It's time for Aki's A-List.
and then
From
something
the
happens at
mind
the
of
golf
the
course,
man
which I
who
want to say, which creates
understands
a little
the
mystery.
4
And now,
P's of
kind of
Waddle's
inspired by
world.
Yoko.
Aki's
I call him
A-List.
Walter after Walter Payton. And then
The
he's got
top
like this buddy,
questions and
it's kind of a
topics
little dumb
floating
in the
around
head.
in
I
Tiger
like the
Aki's
honeymooners.
mind.
The skinny guy, Ed Norton or whatever his name is. That's Carm, and his name is,
Aki's A-List on ESPN
he's a
Chicago.
doofus.
Aki's A-List right here at Soldier Field on draft night, brought to you as always by Mr. Finance. Build wealth through smarter investing by visiting BrandonMrFinance.com. It's BrandonMrFinance.com, and we're telling Jodiak about Mr. Finance. Everyone needs to know about Brandon
It's
Mr.
Howard.
Finance. What do you got today, Tyler?
All right, guys, it is all things draft, and we have yet to see a trade in round one so far. We saw a smaller trade earlier between the Texans and the Browns that involved day 3
It's kind of in the
picks,
vein
but
of Curb Your
still,
Enthusiasm. There's no
everyone
laugh
wants
track.
32
It's a
has
one
their
single
first
camera
round
following
pick.
everyone around
How
for each
many
scene.
trades
But then we have a
do you
roaming
see in the
overhead. We have an
first round
over.
today?
We're going to do a.
Jeff, you're up first.
All right, I'm gonna go. There's gonna be 4 trades in the first round.
Whoa!
Go over. I'll go 5.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
Will the Bears
I'll go
be involved in
under.
it?
2. Okay.
I'll go under
Just
4
said
as well.
2.
I'll say 2 trades.
I'll say there's 3.
I say 3 also.
How many
Is this
are the Bears going to be
This is
involved
Carmen.
in any of them?
Yeah, I say 3 too. You know,
Yeah,
I'm probably going to guess 3. I was probably going to guess 3 too. You're probably right.
It's only down, not up.
Okay.
You know what? No insight, because I purposely don't. I don't want to know. I want to
Okay.
be surprised.
I'm with you. I think it is just as likely they move back as they move up, and it's not being talked about a lot because it's not sexy. It ain't sexy.
No, it's not.
It's not sexy to go back.
Sexy.
No, it's
No,
not.
Close your eyes
So,
and imagine my
look, I think that as I've always said, I think Ryan Poles and his crew, they're very aggressive. They're not reckless, they're aggressive, and that sometimes means you move back, not necessarily moving up. So I say 3 trades, and I'm trying to decide myself if I think the Bears are going to be part of them. Do you think the Bears are going to make it
Jeff
on the clock?
explains. Jeff.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say when push comes to shove, Kelvin Banks Jr. is selected by
Oh,
the
you
Chicago
want a free
Bears.
Connie's pizza and
I think there's
my
going to
pillow.
be some sort of a Bears trade. That this is happening for a reason, whether it's because it's all true or they're looking to map out another move. There's too much smoke.
There's a lot of smoke.
The general manager likes to make moves.
A lot of smoke.
Bring the smoke,
A lot
Tyler.
of smoke. The big name that there's a lot of smoke around to trade up for is Ashton Genty. Will Ashton Genty, when he is ultimately selected today, will it be a team trading up for Ashton Genty?
Yes.
I say no. I'm going to go yes.
You think Cleveland?
But it doesn't
Tra-
mean
tra-
the Bears. I'm just saying.
Jacksonville trades up to 2,
There just seems to
and
be
takes
a lot of
Travis,
chatter going
and
on.
then Jacksonville
Yeah,
trades down to 5 and takes Genty. Cleveland trades down to 5.
There's New Orleans.
Everyone always hovers around Denver because Sean
Yeah,
Payton
right,
is running
right.
back.
Yeah.
And their team sitting at 20, I believe, right now.
Are they trying to make New Orleans trade up by putting their name out there so much?
The Rams. Like this,
There's always a surprise where a pick comes in, no one saw it coming. A team comes in, no one saw it coming.
Usually it's Philadelphia coming out of nowhere, but it won't be for him.
You watch. You know who Philly's going to draft? You watch.
Oh gosh, they're going to get somebody really good.
Walter Nolan, the kid from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
More defensive line.
You
Yeah.
watch.
And another beast, right?
Yeah.
Him and Jalen Carter next to each other.
Now, he may go earlier than that. There's some talk, I think, that he's dropping, right, Tyler? Because, there's some question about his buy-in, the character concerns, but whatever. I think to that point, too, they could also be a team that maybe like James Pierce, the guy who maybe has character concerns, but in Philly, they've worked through it before.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole talk around Jalen Carter entering the draft.
James Pierce seems like a Baltimore guy. You bring him into a roster that has a Harbaugh signed to an extension.
Yeah.
They have a big influence on that team from the different pieces already in place.
Dane Brugler's final mock draft had the Eagles taking Mike Green. at
Really?
32.
Okay, fine. That as well.
He's got character issues.
Yeah.
And
That'll
so
make
Dick
my
Butler, but
dick.
Marlon
That'll
tell
make
us
my
Bruce
dick
Brady,
stand
that's
up
his
and
favorite
salute
pass rusher.
and
He
spit in your
believes he's
face.
the best pass rusher.
He was the most accomplished.
Spit in your
pass rusher, I
face
believe,
with a
in
smile on
Chicago.
mine.
Well, he came in practice at the Senior Bowl and
tore
left.
it up.
But then he left, and so once he kind of put an impression in the eyes and the minds of the NFL personnel, and he
Picked up
off.
and left.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Genty goes to the Jags at 5.
Joniak, was Mike Green here in Chicago? Was he Mr. Irrelevant or was he not a Mr. Irrelevant? I know we had a Mike Green.
Yeah.
Safety
He
was.
was 7th rounder for sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know that he was irrelevant.
But that means the last
Sharp
pick.
dresser. Sharp dresser.
Yeah.
Mike Green. All those DBs back in the day.
Who ultimately will the Bears end up taking today? Who is your pick? I gave you Kelvin Banks Jr.
And
I mean, because of the smoke, I can't see. I can't see the skyline. I don't know what's going on.
Steam.
Steam. Can't see the steam through the steam. I don't
We
know.
definitely need Dr. What's his name? Who's the guy that the mentalist?
Oh, yeah.
We need
Oz,
you need his
nose.
You need his battery right now.
Yes. I mean, hey, I've already gone on record on one show today, so yeah, I'm going to go with the Banks pick as well.
I'm going with Chancy.
You are? Like, you really mean it?
Well, there's too much around this. Like, I've seen the way this has gone before on these news stories.
It's phone influence. Ridiculous.
He spent the most of all of it. He spent the most time on his phone. You may be right. He may be.
Well, all he said, all his notes are on his phone too.
True.
So
I don't want it to happen. I'll get on board.
I gotta go. By the way, sorry. I gotta go.
Where are you gonna go? Where are you going?
I'm going
dentist appointment.
I'm going Ty Warren.
Do you think that would ever happen? I'm sorry, Tom. You said Ty Warren.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but
do you think, Tom, would that ever happen?
Somebody going
If
Tinkle?
this was a Jeff Joniak production, if this was Bears Weekly, or if this is on Waddle and Sylvie time, where he just in the middle of a segment just goes, I gotta go.
I was wondering why he was hanging a sport coat on the back of his chair, because he definitely doesn't need it on radio. So there's something out there that he's
trying to impress
sneaking off to.
He's going to Lou. He's going to Fox.
He is?
Yes, he's going to Lou.
Oh, that's baloney. That is straight up baloney.
That is straight up baloney.
I got it.
So do you think they take Ty Warren because one of the tackles isn't there, or you think that they're locked in on him?
I just think that he's so
they won't. The Bears never do it. I wanted to draft Antoine Winfield instead of Cole Kmet. No.
The evolution of the tight end position. It's a 5-position slot. It's point of attack tight end, backside tight end. It's H-back. It's fullback. It's a wide receiver, slot receiver, and
he's going to take catches away from your guy.
Well, listen, I think that it may increase the amount of catches that Cole had last year. Because, again, I think he's the most underutilized weapon on the offensive side of the ball last year. So I think if you have multiple tight end sets, especially in the red zone, on short yardage and on first down, I think that, Ty Warren can still have a big role and Cole Kmet can still have the targets that he needs to get. And just think of what that does for Caleb.
All right, real quick, one last guy I want to ask you guys about, because his name has been all over the news cycle as well. Shedeur Sanders was ripped by an anonymous assistant coach saying that he had the worst formal interview he's ever had with a draft prospect. And some believe now Shedeur Sanders may not even hear his name called today. A, does he get his name called today? And B, is it a team coming up to get him?
I believe he gets his name called today. I think that this is just snowballed into a weird situation. And then one team will just say, it's too much of a value to not get him at this pick.
I agree with you. Look, it's the quarterback position. It's the most important position. He's not the perfect, player, but I think some team will either definitely take him later in the draft, or maybe a team jumps back into the first round because they want that fifth year, control over a quarterback. And if you don't have to give up a ton of currency to make that move, then I think it will happen. I think it gets drafted.
I 6'1.5", 195. He's not the perfect size for quarterbacks in today's game, and I don't think
Before the
he's
age
as
of 10
good
years
as an
old, I saw
athlete
Walter
as
Payton.
Lamar Jackson. But I do think that he's put enough display in the college game that he's tough, he's resilient. He's missed one game as much as he's been sacked, so I do think there's a team out there that's going to pick Shedeur.
Did you see Chef Ryan walk by us
So
too?
by the time I was
Chef
7
Ryan
and a half,
just came
probably
with
saw Jordan
hot
play
dogs, and I
live
believe
before
he had
the
a
age
big
of 7 and a half.
pretzel
Before 7 and a half.
for us. One of the
Before the age of 8
and
years
this
old.
is the famous Chef Ryan who started all the craziness on the south side at the rate. He just put something in front of me that looks like avocado, some nachos and cheese. It looks like there's some brisket or steak in there. Chef Ryan, what is this?
We got our
Well,
house-smoked brisket, smoked 12 hours.
All before the age of
Our
20.
cheese sauce, house-made chips, tomatillos, salsa, sour cream, pico de gallo. Couldn't come without bringing a bear claw pretzel either, right?
Oh my God! Look at that thing.
And you're a Packer fan?
That is awesome.
You can't come to a stadium without Chicago dogs, everything on them for you guys.
Do you believe that you are the best stadium chef in the country?
I would hope so. I mean, I got the best fans to feed in the country, so.
The answer's yes. And you got to have a great staff, because no chef is without a great staff.
We do, yeah. I got to shout out all my sous chefs. They're the ones working real hard around the stadium right now for all these different parties and events. And yeah, it takes an army to do this, and we just love doing it for the fans. So.
Fabulous. There's Chef Ryan. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Ryan.
All right. There's Hockey's A-List. Thank you to Brandon, Mr. Finance. And coming up next, we're getting closer. We are just over an hour away from the #1 overall pick. Will the Bears move up? Could they move back? Could they stay? There are a lot of rumors involving the Bears. We continue to keep you posted on what's happening on ESPN 1000.
That's right,
The
motherfucker.
afternoon drive is easier, wild, and still chill out. They're coming right back. ESPN Chicago.
The Odds Couple. Host Mike North and Carmen DeFalco. These guys like to bring you the latest numbers, odds, and important stats so you can place your bets with confidence. Hear the show on demand on the ESPN Chicago
I got your
app.
fried cheese,
Brought to
grilled
you by
cheese,
Bet
boiled cheese, cheese
365.
fondue, cheese bread, beer flavored cheese,
Guys,
and
it's a
cheese flavored
beautiful
beer.
day out in the Chicago area. Imagine your kids outside playing on a brand new play set for my friends over at Fenceworks. They're going to custom design a play set for you. This is outstanding material that stays out there. Or imagine your kids playing out on a beautiful day like today. Basketball in the driveway with your brand new hoop. We have our new hoop from Fenceworks. We love it. Waddle was just asking me during one of the breaks, does it lower? Of course it lowers. It goes as far down to 6 feet where my little kids can still dunk. And then they can do it. They don't need an adult because it's so easy, so safe. They can get it back up to regulation at 10. You can put it at 7 feet, 7.5, 8 feet, whatever their heart desires. It is awesome. Check them out at theguyon41.com. My guy Jake is going to hook you up with the best customer service out there. And you know that because they've been in business for over 58 years. Third generation, they do things the right way, and they take out the middleman. No big boxes. They make it easy for you. Trampolines as well. And if you need fencing around the backyard, in the front yard, keep your kids safe. Keep your pets safe. I want you to go to theguyon41.com. Theguyon41.com for my friends at Fenceworks.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29-degree, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a track chicken and always something good every day with much late? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
It's the Captain J. Hood Show here with Howard Ankins. Howard, remember back in the day when upper deck tickets were cheap?
You mean the cheap seats? Oh, sure. You're at the game, but you don't really experience the game.
Yeah, no bueno. If you've been injured, get the help you need and experience injury law made personal yourself only at Ankins Law.
Auto, truck, ride shares, work injuries, and medical mistakes. If you've been injured, call Howard.
Here to help. Call 312-6-million.
Howard Ankins is our go-to lawyer on the Captain J. Hood Show, weekday morning, 7 to 10 on ESPN 1000. One. Some say it's the loneliest number, but when one is a collection of many, one can stand for all. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is one company serving their community across one country for nearly 90 years. And as they continue to empower whole person health with compassion and innovation, one member at a time, Blue Cross looks forward to keeping you and the ones you love at the center of everything they do. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
The legends of sports are celebrated daily on ESPN Chicago. The legends of rock and roll, they come to life once again at Paramount Aurora's new immersive Stoke Island Theater. Make plans now to see $1 Million Quartet. A step into their theater is a step back in time to Memphis' Sun Studios in 1956. Sit back and experience like Johnny, Elvis, Carl, and Jerry Lee shook up the world of music. $1 Million Quartet at Paramount Aurora's Stoke Island Theater. Now through June 29th, visit ParamountAurora.com and look up events.
News just in. Bet365 is now live in Illinois.
That's right. Join Bet365 today and get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose.
That's amazing.
That's for sure. With Bet365, you can bet on the spread, totals, and money line.
Well, there you have it, Illinois. Download the Bet365 app and get your $150 in bonus bets today.
And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. See the apply.
Shit.
Hey friends, I'm Tom Waddle and I drive a Hawk. Hey car shoppers, forget tariffs. At HawkAuto.com, their prices have remained the same. Shop thousands of vehicles from 13 big brands. Get pre-tariff pricing plus 0% financing or no payments for 90 days. Choose from 9 Hawk Auto locations in Forest Park, St. Charles, Plainfield, Joliet, and Carroll Stream. Right now is the best time to buy at HawkAuto.com. HawkAuto.com! Financing on approved credit. You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak high. Find all the... Hey, Alan, we're dropping off the show. I just wanted to let you know, though, okay?
That's all. Okay, well, thank you then. Hey, make sure you tell them, though, Jack Sawyer in the 3rd pick and Devin Neal in the 4th pick. Steals.
Dude, oh my gosh. I'm a Jayhawks fan. I love that you said both those names.
Devin Neal, I think, will be one of the top 3 running backs in this draft. You give him a good line. That dude has been underrated for the last 2 seasons. I love him as a steal.
Preach, bro. Preach. I love it.
What's
Have
your,
fun tonight.
wait, what's your name, buddy, real quick?
Justin Pottinger.
Justin Pottinger. All right. You got a Twitter?
Yes, I do. It's just my name. You can look it up.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man.
Dude, I appreciate it. Have a good one, Al.
And the left tackle, too, from the Kansas.
I love it. Have a good one. And Kobe Bryant, cornerback.
I'll look out for him.
Have a good one.
You too. Fuck, why are they dropping off the show? Oh, wow. Oh, I was going to say. They're dropping off the show. God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, well, maybe that's a bad sign. And then with all the D-line draft, maybe they're starting to find out that Graham was so successful because you had Kenneth Grant on the line, and he's getting a lot of attention, and that allows Mason a lot of one-on-one coverage. It ain't going to be like that in the NFL. Oh, they're doing the draft inside the stadium. Like, where else are they going to do it? I guess they just have a place outside with chairs and carpets to watch on the TV. But the real draft is like, what the hell? Do it in the stadium. That's actually kind of baller. How many seats can you put outside of a stadium? You know, what do? You put in the pavilion like in Chicago, you put like fucking, 2,000, 3,000, everyone else running around here. That's kind of badass. I like that. Watch people copy that shit. Green Bay did something good. But if anything, if that trade's going to happen, then you're looking at Cam Ward 1, you're looking at Travis Hunter 2 to Jacksonville, same, and then 3 Abdul, 4 Will Campbell, 5 Mason Graham to the Cleveland Browns to pair up with Miles. They probably told him, we're going to help you with this defense. Genty 6 to the Raiders. 7, you're hoping this is what we need to happen. This is where we could lose it. The Jets have to take Warren because they regret not taking Bowers last year, and they get a tight end. All right, and they take Warren. Then this is where you're looking at 8 and 9. Then you need something like Jalen Walker to be taken at 8, and Jalen Walker, and then after that. Devin Neal out of Kansas. Oh, is he really? And also that left tackle. His name is Leroy or something. I don't know if he's a guy that might be taken through, but if he's someone that's available in the 6th round, that left tackle is also someone. But I watched Kansas game. Also, right tackle out of Mississippi. That's really impressed me a lot. Commercial break. Will be right back. Draft party with Adam Abdallah. Oh, really? Adam Abdallah all by himself in Lincolnwood? No one's going. Right. It's very. I do get sad a little bit. I have a great memory. As I get older, I thank God every day for me. I remember the littles. Oh. Oh, crap. Who's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year? Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ashley Jonty's the favorite. There's no point in saying Jonty. That's what everyone's going to say. If it's not him, you're looking at maybe another running back that's going to be a stud, one of the wide receivers. If you're not saying Jonty, you're saying a quarterback. Jackson Ward, right? That's what everyone says. So Sylvie's saying Kelvin Banks. I think they all agree if they stay there, Kelvin Banks is the tackle. They think Warren's going to be gone. Mason Graham's going to be gone. We're gonna make a fucking Trubisky trade for Genti. Well, if someone goes to right guard. Chris Hinton, yeah. Traded. That's Chris Hinton. That's who the Colts took with the pick they got from Denver in the Elway trade. All right, we're gonna fucking do this shit. I'm about to give you my fucking. All right, so it is 6:17. I'm gonna give my fucking announcement. I'll never want nobody wanna love me. No one can see. All right, checking my pizza. Well, if I'm able. I think it would be that sexy. Thank you. Because I trust you. Because I fucking trust you. Fuck's the phone, man? Here, look at this pizza. me to know. Oh, there's my phone. So the Broncos want to move up and down. They'll move up for the right person, maybe not for Genty. Oh, look, their defense is killer. Go get Jalen Walker. Get him at 10. And then he's running back. Don't push him up. They go back. Look, I don't understand. We want to be creative, but let's be realistic about this. Why are you bragging that we beat a weekend team? We beat a team that kicked our ass. They're going to the playoffs. We're got our thumbs up, right? So we beat their 1A, their second stringers. Maybe even a couple third stringers. It's nothing to brag about. Who the fuck is my fucking remote?
Keep your DraftKings at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN app and sign up with promo code TRACK100. Get started today.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower with swipe gun is the most powerful mower in its class, featuring an aluminum deck that allows for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Designed for durable living, it's guaranteed for life. All powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery. One battery powers all tools. Find an Ego retailer near you.
Navionics, 2.6 Hearts, the only item that is worth it. Welcome to the premier site. Part of the stuff to capture parts of hundreds of millions of renters every secret arts. They've never been to Canada. Well, Craig, no sir. Or the secret of the most things. The wall documenting secrets of renting easier with massive 3D virtual tours and online applications. Good. Yay. Yeah, apartments.com. The plate. Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want wider teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades white as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the show. We're looking for the family of you. better than that. But I think one will be more. Even your mind. I'm very curious to find out. Not really big into committing to things. Usually stop binging the show halfway through the first episode. I mean, remember when my hair was blonde for like 2 seconds? Who on Verizon?
I'm scared. What the fuck is that? All right. For those of you wondering, we are going to start my Carl Grabowski fucking 2025 NFL draft show. Bear number 10. For those of you wondering, this is my pizza that I'm eating. Oh. If I was rich, I'd send you some, but I'm not. And I would say donate, but I don't know how to do that because I'm old. My hair's all fucked up. So it's the 2025. Oh, let me get on fucking Twitter. See how I could do this on Twitter. How can I do this? Search for a space. Can I create a space? There we go. All right, it's not working. So I got to go on Twitter. And I guess we're going to be doing double duty here. Let's see what I got here. Send it up on Twitter at the Superfans. Give me a follow. All right, everyone. Welcome. It is Carl Grabowski's 2025 Chicago Bears Draft Special. Look, it's 6:34. I'm not going to take too much of your time. The Bears had a 10th pick, all right? It's a lot of sayings of what's going to be going on with the Bears. Are they going to trade up and get Gentry? Are they going to will they trade up and get Tyler Warren? Do they desperately need a tight end? I know Cole Kmet sucks. If you check my page, you know from years ago, I said we should have drafted fucking Antoine Winfield or Trayvon Diggs. Antoine Winfield's guy, it's well documented. I wanted Winfield. Cole Kmet sucks. He takes 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, or he goes to a fucking like a yard before the check down. All he is a goal line specialist. You don't draft in the second round. And then fucking Ryan Pace makes a mistake, and Ryan Poles fucking rewards him with a fucking extension, and now puts his fucking toe, and not to toe the entire fucking leg into Ryan Poles' fucking shit-filled fucking pool at the fucking Griswold fucking house. So we need a tight end. Depends what happens. Don't trade up for anyone. Fuck that. Genty is a fucking Maurice Jones-Drew, okay? He's a fucking short, stocky guy. All you see is highlights of him breaking tackles, fucking breaking 1 tackle, 2 tackles, spinning around, turning a fucking, he crosses the goal line. He's fucking hit after 2 yards. He turns it into a 10-yard touchdown. If it's an NFL defense, motherfucker's going to be hit and tackled for a 2-yard gain, and that's it. He's a mini Maurice Jones-Drew. All right, Tyler Warren's got the stuff, but you can't trade up. We're in no position to trade up and get stuff. We need to trade down and gain assets, all right? Let's go over the top 10 real quick. All right, look at this fucking Bears fans right now on fucking TV. All right, so Cam Ward's going 1. Travis Hunter's 2. The question is, Browns taking him at 2, or the Jaguars going to trade up and move to 2, and the Browns go back to 5? I don't see the Jaguars moving up. Why do you need Travis Hunter? Stick at 5. You got a $50 million fucking quarterback that looks like my fucking Barbie doll, my fucking, like, ballerina Barbie doll that I stole from a tough guy. And why not protect his ass, all right? Plenty of running back depth. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to draft another running back. You love drafting them ever since Fournette. Why not just draft another one, all right? Protect your fucking offense, all right? Address the defense. Get the defensive lineman, second-tier talent in fucking the first round. All right, Travis Hunter, just going to go to Cleveland. All right, 3rd pick, we all know it's going to be Abdul Carter. 4th pick, we know it's going to be Will Campbell. Possibly a trade at 4. I'm not thinking that, but it is a little possible. And the 5th pick, all right, you're either going to protect him with Mambu, you're going to protect Lawrence, or you're going to go Mason Graham, and you're going to help the defense. Just focus on protecting the quarterback. I got Mambu going 5th to the Jags. There is some – now, they might draft Genty, but why are you going to draft Genty? Who's fucking blocking for Genty? You can't even block for fucking Trevor Lawrence. Why the fuck are you blocking for Genty? What the fuck is on here? Anyone? No one's on Twitter? Fuck it. They should take Membu. Who knows what they'll happen? Peter Schrager says they'll take fucking Genty. I disagree. I haven't taken Membu. Anyone smart should know that fucking you want to block your quarterback. Plenty of depth. Etienne shouldn't be done for. He's fucking 24, 25. Would he have one bad year? You know what? No fucking blockers. Get Membu. 6, the Raiders will take Genty. They could take Mason Graham. Again, I wouldn't take Genty in the first round at all. The Raiders will take Genty. If I am the Raiders, I'm fucking taking probably Mason Graham, and I'm just going to build that fucking line. Unless Membu's available, then I'll take Membu. All right? Address the running back later. Everyone address the running backs later. Running backs later. Absolutely. Let fucking Genty fall to fucking someone in the 20s, all right? Because that's all. Let him fall to the fucking Chiefs, although I do got the Chiefs taking Trevion. Once we get to the 7th pick, this is where it gets interesting because if Mason Graham or Membu is available, the Jets should take them, but they might ignore the tackle. They seem to be addressing that, but you can't never have enough too many linemen. The Jets, I'll take them taking Warren. I think they're a little pissed off they didn't take Bowers. They had their chance. You get Aaron Rodgers. Poor fucking Aaron Rodgers. He's on the Packers. They fucking don't draft anyone. They draft fucking Rashawn Gary. They fucking pass up on DK Metcalf. They fucking draft Jordan Love. They pass up on fucking T. Higgins. They don't want to help him. He goes to the Jets. The Jets are like, fuck you. We're not going to give you any offense. We drafted an offensive lineman, but we don't need you to throw anyone. No, we're going to waste our picks to give you Devontae Adams and pull this miracle off like you and Devontae are fucking Jesus Christ and Moses fucking gang-banging Mary in the fucking 3 wise men's fucking brothel. Give me a fucking break. You guys going to pull it out? No, you know what you're going to pull out? My dick out of your fucking ass, Jets fans. Holy shit. With your luck, you'll fucking take Warren and the fucking Loveland will be the guy that shines. I think they'll take Warren. Could be very wrong. Once we get to 8 now, look, Shadour's not going in the top 10. This is where Mason Graham falls to Carolina. And this is where I think you might see your first trade. You might see Carolina dropping down. You got to build. Carolina's in no position to rely on one defensive player to fucking help you. And in this long depth, you got all this depth at fucking defensive line. The Panthers are in no position to take the number 1 guy when there's first round talent available in the 2nd round. And you can get your DL there. Trade down. Let someone move up that they think is a defensive player away from solidifying their defense and taking them to the next level. A playoff team that maybe didn't make it. Maybe it's the fucking Texans. Maybe it's someone like the Washington Redskins. Yeah, I said it, suck my cock. Maybe it's fucking not the Giants. They suck. Maybe the Lions want to start getting their defense up. I don't know. But some team that is just missing a piece that wins 10 to 12 games maybe 9 to 12, and they're just not there. Let them trade up, take the assets, move down, go get Kenneth Grant in the bottom of the first round. Go take someone in the second round. This will be a ballsy pick. If they stay there, they'll take Mason Graham. If Mason Graham's already be taken, then they're gonna take Membo. But if Warren's not there, they're not gonna take fucking Warren. Then you're definitely gonna see a trade. There's just no reason. Didn't they fucking draft Thomas Tremble? And then they fucking drafted 2 years ago. They drafted, or was it last year? They drafted the guy out of Carolina. What the fuck is it? Who's the Carolina Panthers tight end? Jatavion Sanders. They're not taking tight end. If this is my guarantee, if the Panthers, if Tyler Warren is available, if Graham is gone, Membu's gone, and Warren's the best guy, do they go outside linebacker? They could. But again, you can't rely. The Panthers need to trade down. If Tyler Warren's available, find someone that needs that tight end. And knowing my Bears, it'll be the fucking Bears that trade up to 7 to get Warren. What a fucking bunch of idiots. If Gentry's taken. And if Gentry is available, watch the Bears trade up then. But are they scared? Are they scared that fucking New Orleans is going to take him? No, they would just wait. So the Bears wouldn't be trading. If Tyler Warren's available at 7, Panthers will trade with someone who will move up, and the Panthers will probably trade into the 20s, and someone will move up and get Tyler Warren. I don't know if I'm thinking it shouldn't be the Bengals. The Bengals got to build their defense, unless the Bengals want to trade up and take Jalen Walker. If the Bengals do that, but I can't think right now of a team that needs a tight end bad. They're out there. The Bills are still waiting on Kincaid. Washington drafted the guy out of Kansas State. Maybe it's the Chargers. Did the Chargers, they signed someone? Maybe the Chargers trade up because they're making fucking moves. They got fucking Mackay. They got Alt. They got Rashawn Slater. They add Najee, right? Harbaugh's fucking shit up. They got rid of Keenan and Mike Williams, and then they might get Keenan and Williams back to add to Quentin Johnson, who last year was able to get some fucking reps under this Jim Harbaugh offense. How about Chargers move up to 8, take Tyler Warren? Fuck that AFC Championship. Chargers and the fucking Chiefs, and the Chargers fucking upset the Chiefs. Fucking field goal and double overtime. Is that even possible? I don't fucking know. 9th pick. If you're the Saints, who are you taking? Obviously, we already know if Graham or Membu's available. They're not taking Shador. Is this another trade down? They're going to take Jalen Walker if he's there. I think they have to, or they're going to look to trade down. I could see the Saints trading down to fucking 17, I think, with the Bengals. Maybe it's 18. I think the Bengals has said to the NFL Draft Order 2025.
Here's what I found.
Yeah. Oh, God. No. It's Bengals at 17. That's an interesting thing. This is another great move. Bengals trade up. Dude, you're giving all this money to fucking your offensive players and your defense sucks. All right? You want to win now. Ravens aren't going anywhere for a few years. Fucking don't let the Browns or Travis Hunter rip your asshole even further. Just my fucking foot and my dick can fit in there. All right? Fucking Bengals. Pittsburgh, who knows? If they draft a quarterback and he works out, their defense is older, but they're a good team. The Bengals need to do something. Watch the fucking Saints move down to 17. Bengals move up from 17 up to fucking 9, and they take Jalen Walker. And then that's perfect. The Saints can get assets. They could go down to 17, and guess what? They might still be able to get Shador at fucking 17. Ain't that some shit? All right? Then that leaves the Bears at 10. If Warren's available, will they take him? Probably. What I'd like to see them do is trade down. Obviously, if Membu or Campbell, but they're not going to be there. Realistically, Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren, those are the best 2 guys that could be available. All right? We're good with our linebackers. This is a guy on a rookie contract that you put him along Tremaine and TJ Edwards. Now you're putting a lot of pressure. This is going to be a linebacking core that leads our defense. It's not the way we planned it, but him being that edge guy, right? Dallas Turner was supposed to be the guy last year, didn't have a great rookie year. Everyone likes to say, that position, linebacker. A lot of people can do that, the whole Micah thing, but Abdul's number 11 went to Penn State. He's like Micah. I wouldn't be mad if they took him, but I'd like to see them trade down. And I think, again, if Jalen Walker or Warren is at 10, you're going to find a lot of people that will trade up. Again, Bengals, if they haven't moved up already, maybe the Broncos want to add to their defense and really start dominating because they're not going to win the West, the AFC West, with their offense. Their offense will keep them in games, but their defense they're not going to outscore Kansas City and maybe even the Chargers now. All right. They're going to have a fucking solid, a kick-ass defense that's going to have to hold Kansas City to like less than 20 points. I could see the Broncos moving up if they're interested in defense. Also the Bengals. I'd love to see them do that. I think the Broncos will stay put. I see them taking Omarion Hampton from the Tar Heels from North Carolina. And fucking Travion Henderson, I swear to God, this is a fucking Kansas City Chiefs move. They had an all-star. They got their center, whatever his name is, 52. Who the fuck is that? Who's the center for the Kansas City Chiefs? It's like his name's like Gray Turner or something. Creed Humphrey, right? Tooney and fucking what's his face? The other guy. Well, they got rid of Tooney. They can no longer afford to have fucking Kareem Hunt on his fucking third life and a fucking 7th-round Pacheco running through these holes that this offensive line is going. The running back has showed more importance. Reed is going to be working in the running back. They did the right thing when they drafted a running back with Edwards-Helaire. They just picked the wrong running back. Now, if the running back is going to be more of a focal point, is going to be more detrimental to a team's offensive success, the Chargers are fucking coming. I got them winning 11 games. So it would be such the thing for them to get Travion Henderson, and I have Travion Henderson going to the Chiefs. Everyone says in the second round, fucking a lot of Bears people, fucking Tom Waddle on fucking ESPN says, I want to, I think that if you can get Travion Henderson in the second round, like just do that. He's not going to be available in the second round. I see someone trading up into the late second round to get him, but if he's available, watch the fucking Chiefs get him. He reminds me of a fucking Marshall Faulk, and the Chiefs, their luck, they'd get someone that performs like Marshall Faulk or Jahmyr Gibbs, where he's able to run effectively, sweeps in the middle, and catch screen passes. And he's got better vision. He's more talented than Ashton Jeanty and Omarion Hampton, and he will have the best rookie season and best career out of every goddamn running back. Speaking of running backs, watch out for Devin Neal from Kansas. I'd love to see the Bears, if they don't get Travion, get him in the 4th round or something as a steal, and hopefully we could trust that our new GM, Ben Johnson, will draft good linemen. I can't believe he's going to be making the picks. He's fucking Dick Cheney, and Ryan Poles is George Bush. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Ryan. Hey, George. Hey, Dick. Hey, Laura, talking to Dick. Hello, look, it's Dick. Laura, go downtown on the elevator. Go. Who should I draft, Dick? I think you should draft Saddam Hussein and kill him. Okay, hey, Dad. Yes. Should I listen to Dick? Is it my dick or your mother's dick? No, she's a Bush. You realize Dick Cheney. If Dick Cheney was woke and married my mom, his name would be Dick Bush. Hey, Laura, Dick Bush. So I got Travion going to Kansas City. I think someone might trade up. If he goes to the second round, he's not lasting to the Bears. I hope he does. I said Antoine Winfield will be taken in the first round. He fell to the fucking Bears in the second round. Colt Kmet, shitty-ass tight end, because he went to high school in the Chicagoland area, and then he went to fucking Notre Dame, which was my daddy's favorite college, said McCaskey. And then the Bucs were like, you idiots, right away. Bucs were like, the Bears were like, they draft Colt Kmet. 10 seconds, the Bucs were frisbeeing their fucking pick up there for Antoine Winfield. Fucking incompetent pieces of shit. Scottish, Irish, whatever. That whole UK, they're terrible people. Oh, look, pizza. Pizza with the sausage. Dick Bush. Ideally, I don't know. You got to have 2 to tango, right? If we could trade down into the 20s, I see the Broncos taking Omarion Hampton. If the Bengals are the only option, fine. Take Travion at 18. Fuck Omarion Hampton. North Carolina players, they're not producing. You want another Javonte Williams, another Michael Carter. North Carolina does not train their players well enough to play against NFL competition. In addition to the fact that they play in a weak conference out of the Major 4, playing against ACC competition, they are not prepared to play in the NFL. Omarion Hampton might have a couple good seasons. He might do good, but he's not going to give you first round production. He'll be a first round pick that has first round potential and will give you third round production. Trevion's the guy. You play in all those playoff games. Last year, he would have been a 4th round pick. All this experience against Big Ten competition, all the playoff competition, Trevion's the fucking guy. If we can get to the 20s, great. If we have to settle for 17 with the Bengals, fine. Anything else, hell, even 14 is not ideal, but we want to gain picks and get Travion. If we don't get Travion and we settle for someone like Kelvin because you want to adjust the O-line, okay, Kelvin Banks out of Texas, I like Devin Neal out of Kansas. I like Raheem Sanders, I believe, out of South Carolina. Go Cox. Hey, Dick Bush, Cox. South Carolina, Dick Bush is Cox. And there's a lot of guys. Ollie Gordon, put him on an NFL team. Sometimes money motivates a man. You know, Chubba Hubbard is Ollie Gordon's kind of like Chubba Hubbard. A lot of hype in college, then started dipping off. But once things start going, he might be someone productive down the line. Should not even have DeAndre Swift. Now he wants to do Sonic and Knuckles, fine. If we can ideally trade down into the 20s, and between the pick, our first pick that is traded down in the 20s, this is the best case scenario. Trade down to the 20s, then you got 2 picks in the second round. That's 3. Then on top of that, what you want to do is get, if we have a third round pick or our third pick, even if we got to trade up or down, okay, then if we get an additional pick in the second or third round, whether we get a second for the trade and we have to throw in a fourth for next year or something, or a third next year, or we just get a third, that should be fair. We could have 2 seconds and a third, and with some maneuvering, possibly we might have 2 seconds, 2 thirds. So here's what the best thing realistically that could happen. All right. Obviously, you know, Mason Graham or fucking Will Campbell or Membu falling to us is the best thing. But realistically, out of our first 4 picks, if we can get Walter Nolan, Mississippi. Who is Nolan out of Mississippi?
I found this on the web.
Who is the lineman out of Mississippi, Nolan?
Here's an answer.
Defensive lineman for Mississippi, Nolan. Walter Nolan. All right, like Peyton. All right. If we can get Kenneth Grant out of Michigan or Walter Nolan, then our second pick is Trevion Henderson. Okay. Ideally, realistically possible. All right. And then our third pick is Connerly, the tackle out of Oregon. Might fall to the second round. Okay. With our fourth pick, whether he falls to us, whether we get him into third, whether it's a trade up, trade down, Jack Sawyer to replace Montez Sweat, there's no point in giving Montez Sweat more money when we're not a team that's going to win. We can't even win in this first window. Now he's getting older. We're going to give him $40 million, $20 million to be a great player that's going on the third of his career, the third. Jack Sawyer learned behind Sweat. When Sweat's contract's done, thank you for your service. And it was a waste trading for him, just not because he wasn't a great player, but we weren't in position. Sweat is someone that you get when you've been a consistent 10 double-digit win team, and he's going to take you over the edge. He's not a guy that transforms a fucking 4, 6, 7 win team into all of a sudden a fucking Super Bowl contender. So you need someone to replace him. This guy out of Kansas, fuck him, Austin Booker, if that's his fucking name, Stone Cold Austin, Booker T. If we can get Sawyer, Connerly, Kenneth Grant or Olsen and Trevion with 4 picks, even if we got to give up a pick or 2 trading up, that is the best fucking ideal situation that can happen. And that's what I'm hoping for. If we pass on Trevion, all right, that's fine. I don't mind because there is such depth. There's no need to, with the depth in running back and the depth in defensive line, there's no need to take the first guy because you can get second round talent in the first round, third round talent in the second round, and so on and so on. I'm telling you, I like Neal, I like Sanders, I like Ollie Gordon. There's a couple other guys that have gotten good remarks. I could be wrong, but I don't mind them taking a running back in like the 4th or 5th round and focusing on getting someone if they were able to get Kelvin Banks. And then Connerly was available in the second round and just stacking up the O-line if they want to focus on the defense. I would like 1 defense, 1 offense. All right. Like last year, I wanted to trade Caleb Williams. I wanted to trade that pick. Give him to New England. All I wanted was like a 2nd and a 3rd, maybe a 5th, maybe a 6th, if we can get that. And get Joe Alt, get Jackson Powers Johnson, solidify the line, address the quarterback later. Maybe we have Tyson Bagent in case Keenum is our 2 quarterbacks. That's fine. Because if you're going to get DeAndre Swift and then you draft one of these running backs, you got that left side of the line. Think about it. Joe Thuney, if we ended up getting you anyway, you're looking at Joe Alt and Joe Thuney on the left side of the line with Jackson Powers Johnson at center. Just fucking run the ball. You don't need Case Keenum to throw 5,000 or even 4,000 yards. Just don't fuck up and fumble and don't throw interceptions. And we'll address the quarterback next year. Maybe Arch Manning, right? Or maybe Keenum works and we win 10, 11 games. And we could fucking roll with this Brock Purdy shit and fucking get a quarterback in 27, 28. we set ourselves up for future success instead of fucking trying to panic and win now. Win this year, win this year, win this year. GMs especially do that. Like the guy in New York, Joe Shen, is doing that, trying to save their job. Ryan Pace did that, makes all these fucking trades trying to save his ass to keep that money coming. He fucks it up for Ryan Poles, who doesn't have draft assets. Then he gets out of the hole, gets the trade with Carolina, gets the number 1 pick, and then fucks it up by not trading the number 1 pick and relying on Caleb, and then getting Caleb and then drafting the line. It was a great offensive line class. Focus on that, right? And don't worry about the quarterback. If you have a great O-line, you can get by on running the ball. Then you get a good quarterback. Then you could get cheap running backs and cheap wide receivers and keep it like a fucking carousel, a rotating door, a fucking late round, cheap rookie contracts, running through these big holes and having a good quarterback finding you. In conclusion, and I wanted Penix too, but I mean, think about that. And then I would have drafted Cedric Von Pran, and I had Cameron Kitchens in my fucking picks. So just think of like Cedric. And then if last year we fucking lose our game to the Packers, of course I want to beat the Packers, but it's a meaningless fucking game. You're risking Caleb getting hurt. If he gets fucking hurt like Derrick Rose, like Carson Wentz, if he gets fucking hurt like Joe Theismann, everyone's going to be fucking saying, what the fuck were you doing playing Caleb Williams in a useless game? Right? But he didn't get hurt, and we beat the Packers on a last-second field goal playing their second stringers in their fucking 1A while they're preparing for the playoffs, not even focused on it. Their coaching staff is focused on their first-round playoff matchup, not on us, and we still only won by 1, and you want to brag, the Packer fans, we beat you when you didn't even care in a game that didn't matter to you while we're sitting there with our fucking thumbs up our butts and our dick bush up our ass. You guys are going for the playoffs. Fucking Packers going for the playoffs. But no, we beat you. So fucking what? If we lose that game, we could have had the 4th or 5th pick. And then we're talking about Will Campbell at right tackle, Cedric Von Pran, Jackson Powers-Johnson, Joe Thuney, and Joe Alt. Granted, quarterback position sucks, but we're doing it the right way, and we're giving ourselves a 3-year plan. If you're on a fucking putting green and you're 100 feet away, you don't try to knock that fucking shit in with one hole because you overhit it. You misjudge the fucking the turn, the green. Down, you can't tell if it's turning. You end up risking it. Here's a hole. You end up going like this, or you overshoot it. Next thing you know, you're on the green in fucking 3 shots, and you end up with a fucking 8 because you tin cup that shit. You try to hit the 100-footer. It goes past it. Now it's a 60-footer. Then you go past it. Just give it a nice little tap, 2-putt it, and we're taking baby steps here. They keep on wrapping duct tape around the fucking pipe and bubble gum, trying to fucking fix it. Quick fix year after year. They've been doing that shit. It's a fucking 20-inch pipe, and it's fucking 85 fucking inches from all the duct tape, just fucking like a fucking Hulk Hogan steroid bicep. Instead of just fucking taking out the piping, the 40-year-old pipe, and replacing it with brand new pipe. No, they keep on fucking cheap solutions, like a bunch of fucking Greeks in a restaurant serving you fucking chopped up French fries and calling it American potatoes. I don't fucking like that shit. Lazy, unknowledgeable, and their priorities are all fucked up. That's fucking George McCaskey in the fucking front office that he hires. He hires guys that go to church, love their mothers, and suck at football. All right? So I've said everything I got to say. It's 6:58. The draft's going to start. I'm Carl Grabowski. If you want to comment on this video, go ahead. If not, I don't give a fuck. All right? To everyone that's my fucking haters, I know you're out there. To everyone down at the BLT Lodge, the fucking Moose, you know who you are. I'm in Northern Illinois. Go fuck yourself. Suck my dick for fucking banning me from karaoke because I fucking killed Justin Bieber and I dance. No dancing in the bar. Kiss my dick. You've heard my picks. Trade down is the best move. Don't trade up for anything. Trade down, not up. You want Trevion? Don't trade up a second-round pick and give up shit. You trade down. Okay? There's a lot of depth in positions that we can use help, and we can use help in everything. All right? Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down, or give me a big pair of lips on my fucking ass. Where's the fucking ass, YouTube? You got a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Where's the fucking pair of lips and the middle finger? That's what I want to fucking know. Click on that. All right? Let's see if my predictions work out. What did you think? And don't come up here saying, oh, what happened is what I said happened, but I got no proof. Go fuck you with that. All right? Oh, what happened is exactly what I said would happen. And then let me know what you think the players are going to do and how the Bears are going to progress before the season starts. Because I think Ben Johnson ain't nothing but a big old BJ spitting in your face while he's smiling in yours. It's a fucking dick joke. All right? He plays 2 years with a fucking top O-line, the top running back duo, and one of the top 10 receivers. And a fucking half his games are in an indoor controlled environment. Then he goes to Minnesota. That's indoor. Now he's got to play fucking games not only at Lambeau. Maybe it's cold, maybe it's not, but he's got to play all of his games now in an outdoor environment, cold temperatures, with a shitty O-line. 2025 Bears, 4-13. Okay? 4-13. We'll lose to the Raiders. I know all of you motherfuckers want to see you smoking the McCracky Rock. I know you're drinking that bear fucking Kool-Aid. The Bears flavored beer. Tastes worse than fucking warm natty ice dribbling out of my ass after I got it poured in by fucking Nick Cannon and Eddie Murphy at a P. Diddy fucking white party gangbang. All right? It tastes like fucking P. Diddy fucking GHB laced lube is that fucking Bears Kool-Aid. All right? Nasty ass shit. Like the Kelsey brothers' shitty ass beer. You know why they call it garage? Because that's where his fucking children are conceived, on the oily fucking ground. They should name his kids Oily fucking Kelsey. Give me a fucking break. All right, if JJ McCarthy sucks, we might be lucky and get 6 wins. But all you people saying over 8.5, all of you motherfuckers, fucking Lou Canellis fucking says fucking they're gonna probably make the playoffs. Cole Kmet's the next Travis Kelce. Cole Kmet under Ben Johnson's offense is finally gonna thrive. Give him 10 targets, he'll fucking put up 1,500 yards. Go fuck yourself. The guy runs like he's got fucking 3 dicks and a pound of horse shit in his pants. The fucking Chicago media is just fucking so afraid to be honest, or they just don't know what the fuck. They just make shit up. Everything's just so pro Bears. They're afraid to fucking say, like everyone thinks if they say something out loud, it's gonna happen. And it's gonna be their fault. 4-13, maybe 6 if you're lucky if McCarthy sucks. And then I bet you Ben Johnson gets fired after his 3rd year. And Poles. Then Poles will fucking have to get fired too. Or they'll keep Poles and hire a new coach. It's all fucked up. I don't think Ben Johnson makes it. He's just not going to have the players, and Poles is going to draft the talent for him that he needs to succeed. Then he'll go to another team that has been on a better record the last like 10 years, and he'll take that team from like 9, 10, 11 wins to like 13 in like 2 years. Instead of taking a 4-win team, 5-win team, 6-win team to like 7, 8, 9, he'll take a 9, 10-win team with fucking talent to 10, 11, 12. Who knows who it'll be? Who's going to get fired? Fucking Cowboys. Fucking Cowboys. He'll go fucking coach the Cowboys, or he'll coach the fucking Saints and take all these Saints guys with him, and they'll shove it up our ass, and they'll take the Saints to a fucking Super Bowl with fucking Arch Manning. The fucking Colts will draft Arch Manning. He'll play where his grandfather fucking played. Don't address Shaders. Don't draft Shadur Sanders. Don't draft anyone. You get a fucking right. Stick with Spencer Rattler. Watch him suck my balls. Get the first pick next year. Draft a running back to run with Kamara and then replace him. Build your line and take Arch Manning. And Ben Johnson will coach Arch Manning and the New Orleans Saints to a Super Bowl title between 2029 and 2033. 2028 and 2033. I would pick 2029 is the year that they'll win a Super Bowl. I'm documenting that. I'm fucking manifesting it. I'm also manifesting a pile of fucking pubic hair in my mouth when I fucking shave it and I stick it in my mouth and I pretend it's fucking Cass Elliott's fucking twat backstage at the Rolling Stones concert 1962 while she's fucking shrooming, having fucking Bill Cosby fucking lick Jello shots laced with fucking roofies out of her fucking ass. He's fucking putting a ham sandwich in her pussy and licking fucking roofie-induced Jello shots out of Cass Elliott's ass. That's what my fucking pubic hair is going to remind me of. Her fucking muff. Anyways, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I don't do this a lot. If you want to see more, let me know. I probably won't see it. And I'll comment on all your videos and you'll fucking ignore me. I'm Carl Grabowski. This is my Chicago Bears 2025 draft spectacular. All right. Go Bears. Rest in peace, Mongo. Rest in peace, Walter. All these motherfuckers. The Dolphins fans and the Bears fans, we're starting to become the same pathetic pieces of shit for celebrating shit that happened when our fucking grandparents were fucking graduating college. Our great-grandparents were fucking taking advantage of fucking women at bars when this shit happened. Anyways, Carl Grabowski, 2025. That Bears spectacular. You heard what I got to say. I'll talk to you later. Let's see what happens. Bear the fuck down. And remember, if you can't fuck me, go fuck yourself. Bears.